Hey guys, what's going on? Alright, so I want to start this new series, which is going to be called my new favorite thing to practice. And over time, my favorite thing to practice is going to change. So this is just all about, if I find something cool that I think is just going to take me up one little notch on the ladder, I'm just going to show it to you guys. And then obviously later I'm going to find something else that I think is cool. Yeah, this pattern today is a little bit advanced. It's going to be combining a few different ideas that I'll explain. So it's in the key of C mixolydian, and it's going to start out something like this. Let's see. Something like that. All right, so there's a couple different ideas here. The first idea, really three ideas. So the first idea is your diatonic sixth intervals, which are really important. So let's just take this much of the scale. And then the next idea is just the arpeggio down the scale idea, which I talked about in one of the last videos. So if I'm in C mixolydian, I can go up to C7 arpeggio and then back down. Whoop. And I can do that on the next note as well. And so on. All right, so, and then the third and final idea is kind of based on this idea, which is called a pivot arpeggio. So what I could do, if I'm in C, instead of just starting on my root here, I can play it up an octave. So instead of root, third, fifth, seventh, I would play octave, third, fifth, seventh. And kind of a phrasing cliche would be to play that kind of idea with a triplet in there, something like. So this is kind of where this whole thing comes from. So again, I'll start here. I'll play this. There's my sixth degree, and then a little triplet starting on the root, and then I'll hit the seventh. So notice I'm starting here on the sixth, but I end up here on the seventh, and then I just go back down. So each one of these is kind of its own little phrase. It's really just an exercise to just get more familiar with the shapes and just the layout of really the mixolydian scale in kind of a linear fashion. Sometimes I do a lot of exercises with chords and stuff, but this is more of single notes. So yeah, this is again just stuff. My new favorite thing to practice. It's just hopefully get you a little bit more familiar with creating lines, and this is really a good way to just get out of the as great as that stuff is. Sometimes you want to play a little bit beyond the pentatonic scale. So that's really the magic of the mixolydian scale. Is it ties together these kind of bluesy things with something a little bit more complex. So when you start here, it automatically gives you a little bit of sophistication. Just instead of the normal bum 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 bum, you're gonna be bum 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 bum. Okay, so. And so on. So, yeah, so you're just going to be, once again, you start on the diatonic sixth of each degree, jump back down, play up your arpeggio, and then walk down the scale. Back to the kind of the starting note, or the starting lower note, even though we started on the G string. So you end on the low note of the A string for that pattern. All right? So let me know what you think. Leave me a comment, and we'll talk to you soon.